Hey y'all, welcome back to the DIY Entrepreneurs Reaction Show. I'm so glad you decided to tune in with me today. Go ahead and hit that like button and become a subscriber to the channel if you're not already a subscriber. I would really appreciate that. Today we're going to be reacting to another Shark Tank pitch, so let's check it out.
First in the tank is a product that is natural and effective.
Hey Sharks, my name is Sarah Moray. I'm from Los Angeles, California, and I'm seeking $300,000 for 5% equity in my company.
5%.
Sharks, we spend thousands of dollars on fancy lotions and potions and skincare products, yet completely neglect one of the most sensitive, vulnerable parts of our skin. I'm talking about our armpits. Do you think about what you put on your pits every day? I didn't until I learned that most conventional antiperspirants are made out of this. And I didn't want this going on my body. Sure, I tried natural deodorants, but they all either irritated my skin or left me smelling like a human gym bag. And that's why I created Curie, an aluminum-free deodorant that actually works, made with luxury skincare quality ingredients. Say goodbye to embarrassing BO, ugly bumps, and painful rashes, and say hello to perfect pits. Curie uses sage oil and probiotics to beat the stink, arrowroot powder to absorb the sweat, and chamomile and aloe to soothe those delicate pits. And it doesn't stop there. Curie's line of Better Body Basics also includes our full body deodorant spray, whipped body wash, and innovative pit detox mask. All our products are made with clean ingredients, smell amazing, and they actually work. Don't believe me? I'm in the Shark Tank right now, and my armpits are completely dry.
Kevin, go and smell them.
Oh my God.
Want to take a sniff? So, Sharks, who wants to help me build my armpit empire?
Yeah.
In front of you, we have
Aluminum-free
one of each of our
deodorant.
products in each of our 3 signature scents. Lori and Barbara, white tea is our fan favorite. We've sold out twice on QVC with that scent. The orange neroli for the men, that is the most gender neutral, the most popular with our male customers. There are 2 types of deodorants that we sell. You have all of them in front of you, the stick deodorant and the spray deodorant. Spray deodorant is actually our #1 best-selling product.
It is?
And especially for men. That is in locker rooms, hundreds of gyms nationwide. We started with the stick deodorant. We got approached by a big national fitness chain, but you can't share a stick of deodorant, so we developed the spray deodorant so that it could be shareable.
Okay. I'd love.
It doesn't seem like it's anything different about her products. You have other deodorants that use a full, aluminum free with essential oils and stuff baked into it. So I'd like to know what's different about hers. It seems like she has a complete body care line. And so I'd like to get more into what specifically does she corner in the market. So
Love to know your total sales.
Our first year in business, 2019, Curie was a side hustle. I totally bootstrapped that first year to $125,000 in sales while I still had a full-time job. It was 2020.
Wait, sir, before you get to your next year,
bootstrap.
to do $125,000 in your first year in a single product is not easy.
Right.
So there must have been some secret sauce, something you did that really drove those sales.
Social media
Okay,
was
that's what-
huge for us.
Are you making any
so
money? yet?
viral.
Right now, we are not profitable. I raised a round of funding.
How much?
Beginning of 2020, we raised $1 million on a convertible note. And so at the
Whoa.
moment, we're really investing in growth. But we have plans to be profitable by end of year, beginning of next.
What was the raise at?
We did a convertible note at a $5 million cap.
What's your profit margin?
On the deodorant stick, that retails for $12. It's $270 cost. The spray deodorant retails for $14. It's $290. The body care products have a little bit higher margins, around 85%, but the deodorants are between 75 and 80.
Back, I gotta tell you
Yes.
something. You are spot on with your numbers. This is impressive, the way that you can roll
I was
off
a
your
CPA.
like
I was gonna
there
say,
you go.
I knew I was gonna guess your background.
I got out of college and I worked at a venture capital fund,
Ah.
very entry-level job at a top VC fund. As you know, there are very few women investors. I think it's like less than 5% of VCs are
9%,
females. And so
We
I
gotta
knew
change
if
that,
I wanted
ladies.
to have a seat at the table, I had to take it. I literally started just showing up at pitch meetings, plopping down, and people would be like, what is Sarah from accounting doing here? Started to raise my hand, grew the confidence, and started to really add value. Earned myself a full-time role on the investment team and did that for about 4 years, meeting with hundreds of entrepreneurs and seeing them on the other side of the table and being like, there's no difference between me and them. Really, all they had was the guts to like go out there and make it happen.
Good for you.
So I went out, I had this idea, started with a personal need, and was like, screw it, what's the worst that happens? So 2019, first year, bootstrapped, had a full-time job, did $125,000 in sales. Second year was 2020, we did $700,000 in sales.
Whoa.
This year, we are on track to do $2 million in sales.
Gotta be kidding.
That's not bad.
Did you do any type of laboratory
a
testing
good
that shows
question,
efficacy of the deodorant?
We have not yet. They're really pricey. All of our ingredients have been tested for
Making
safety,
money.
tested for efficacy by the manufacturers of the ingredients. So that was sufficient for the claims that we wanted
You're
to make.
a powerhouse, Sarah. I get it. I get it. This just isn't my space. You know,
Okay.
it's not a product that Mr. Wonderful is going to get behind because I don't add a lot of value to it. I don't think you're worth $6 million. But anyways, I'm not going to fight you about it. I'm out.
Thank you.
Yeah, in terms of your evaluation, I usually don't care, but there's nothing that just hits me over the face saying, there's that hockey stick coming for sure.
I think for sure I can tell you the hockey stick is coming because those gyms that we got postponed in COVID, we just launched with in the last month. We put our products in every single SoulCycle nationwide, starting 2 weeks ago,
worldwide
and we are
distribution.
seeing a conversion essentially zero CAC aside from the product cost.
Yeah, but
That
then
is
your
a
cash,
massive channel
so if
for
you're in
us.
all those gyms, you've got to convert fast because your cash to do that is going to be significant.
And that's exactly why we're raising money.
It's just hard for me to quantify that as an investor. So
Is
for
there a
those
question
reasons, I'm out.
specifically you'd like for me to quantify?
No, because it's still uncertain, right? But coming in at a $6 million valuation, even if we negotiate some, because you
I'm
know.
totally open to negotiating.
I know.
I'm here to negotiate
Mark,
a deal.
please give this woman $300,000.
I'm out,
I'm
Sarah.
here
I'm
to
sorry.
get a deal,
Sarah.
and all I need is the connection. Yes, Barbara.
I think you're the whole package. I mean, you've got it all right?
Yeah, I like the fact that she come from the VC world. And so she's ready and she's waiting on their questions. She's asking them what type of questions you got for me. I can get them answered. I can answer them. So I like her tenacity that she has in making sure she gets an investor for her business while she's in this whole round of growth and gathering and raising money.
Thank you, Barbara.
But what I don't
Do you want to
like,
make a deal?
I'll tell you what, I would make a deal with you
But
if you hadn't done one thing that I think is a fatal error, which is raise money too early. And it scares me how quickly you are moving, how enthusiastic you are, how many SKUs you have there, how you can do this, how you can do that. It's almost an overconfidence that can get you in trouble. But unfortunately, for that reason alone, I'm out.
interesting.
I have to say, I agree with Barb. I feel that when you raise a lot of money fast and you start getting into so many SKUs, it winds up you get in trouble. If you had come in with some great efficacy numbers, I would have been in for all of these reasons. I'm sorry. I wish you good luck, but I'm out.
Thank you, Lori.
Now there's one shark left, Damon.
Yeah, I'm on the fence about this.
4 sharks are out. Damon is Sarah's last chance for a deal for her natural deodorant company, Curie.
Yeah, I'm on the fence about this.
How do you like the valuation?
I don't like the valuation at all, but if you want us to get up and go to work at 5%, that's challenging. I'll give you $300,000 for 20%.
Way more than she wanted.
Yippee-yi-yo-ki-yay.
20% is a lot more than I came here wanting to give up.
Yeah, it's a lot less than I want to take too, but
Would you be open to doing $300,000 for 12%?
That's our counter. I don't think he going.
We are not starting at the starting line.
What do you think a shark premium is?
You
What
can
do you think
tell
it
by
should
the
be
money
worth?
you asking
I
for.
think I would be giving a significant shark premium for 12%. I have gotten this business here essentially on my own by hustle and hard work.
And that's why you have an offer.
I don't think
If it was
he's
any
gonna
other
do the deal
product,
at
I would
12.
invest in
I'm
her
willing to
in
do
a minute.
12%.
She's
That
terrific.
is
She's amazing, but
The deodorant's a great product. Just all the other stuff, I'm not sure.
So come in with me.
And for that,
It's a great product.
Let's swoop in.
I have the hustle.
Look at
I
them.
came here, you guys. I was hiking on Griffith Observatory 2 hours ago. I
Sarah,
got a
stop,
call
stop,
from
stop,
the
stop.
producers,
Ask
and
him
here
if
I
he's
am.
got any flexibility on 20.
I literally was hiking Griffith Observatory, sweating in the hot, hot sun,
Sarah,
and I
Sarah,
came here
Sarah,
because I want
Sarah.
a deal.
Focus on him. He gave you
I'm
an
out.
offer.
I knew he was gonna
no.
do that.
Are you sure?
Wait, you got a call 2 hours ago?
2 hours ago? That deserves an offer. What do you say?
2 hours together?
Yeah, that's a lucky sign. That never happens on Shark Tank.
Mark, Barbara,
The 300K for 14%.
how about
14.
400K for 14?
What you're worried about is the conversion number, right?
Yes.
So 2% in advisory shares,
So 12%.
$300,000, 12% equity, 2% advisory shares that you issue after the deal and the note converts.
Come on,
I would
VC girl.
issue the advisor shares after the note converts.
Correct.
That's what he
They would be
said.
diluted post round,
right,
essentially.
That takes care of your problem with
That's
other
Right.
investors.
Okay.
She gonna find something else. Come on. He did
What are
a
you waiting
very
for?
right.
Would you be willing to do $300,000 for 10% and
I don't
4%
trust her
advisor
now.
shares? I want to minimize my dilution. Are you guys interested?
Yes.
We have a deal.
Done.
So 10% with
Never thought I'd be in
4%
women's deodorant
advisory
business ever.
sales.
Can I hug you?
Yes,
Oh my
absolutely.
God.
Congratulations.
How did that happen?
Wow, the way that you could tell there was a VC to VC conversation. You can tell when she started sprouting her numbers. One, she has a numbers background. So she come from accounting. So she already knows the numbers, the questions that they're going to ask her. And you can tell by the energy that she gave. She was very confident. That was one of the reasons why Barbara and Laura went out. They said she seemed too overconfident. And so, and then when Damon started entertaining her and then started to ignore, and she started to ignore him, he went out. But what was interesting is the way that Mark saw and understood again, you could tell it was VC to VC. He identified that she was worried about being diluted down after the equity converts and after they closed around and all that good stuff. And he structured a deal for her where she would be safe in that regard. And so, and then she came back and countered. I didn't really understand what made her think about it or take so long to say yes, because that was the counter. Her counter was what he asked, and he kind of made room for her. And then she still had to think about it. It was at that point that I started to be like, okay, she's just here for publicity. She's not really here to make a deal. But she came back and she restructured it. So now all at the end, she ends up getting $300K from them for 10% equity in the company, and then they get 4% advisory sales. So eventually, and so it seems like Barbara and Mark will have 5% each, and then they'll have 2% in the advisory sales. And so I like the way that Mark was thinking more about her situation and going back to her initial investors. So that shows some very good, thoughtful, type of negotiations on Mark's behalf. I'm starting to like Mark more and more now. I know he the one with the big pockets, but I like the way that he supports women entrepreneurs. You can really see that he has a heart for women entrepreneurs. And so I love that. And he really tries to work with people. And so I appreciate that in Mark Cuban. But I'm so glad that she was able to get a deal. I really do hope that this partnership proves to be very profitable for her and her company. And just a little side note, ladies, it's only 9% VCs. We got to, I know sometimes we don't like our business to be, shared. And but we gotta up that number, y'all. Let's get on and get on the other side of the table and help some of these businesses out, right? So that's the goal. But I'm so glad that you guys decided to tune in with me and stay to the end. I really appreciate that. Make sure you hit that like button and become a subscriber if you like this content. And make sure you check us out for the next one.
So the product works. Does it smell
Smelling
Thank you guys so much.
I'm
Thank
shocked.
you.
2 hours ago?
I know, that's impressive.
My God.
That's impressive.
Congratulations.
All right,
Is that how it
18%.
happens?
Thank you guys so much.
Damon's still over there trying.
Congrats, Sarah.
I'm like shaking. I've been a solo entrepreneur through a pandemic, and it's been really lonely and hard, and having people like them to help me like get the business to the like next level is like amazing.